just as the internet was really picking up steam in 2004, somebody anonymously put on the internet, they said this: "I am lonely. Will anyone speak to me?" Loneliness is something that we are facing even more and more. It's accelerated since 2004. There's some research that's been going on. In 2018, 50% of Americans say that they have felt lonely, that there's no one meaningful, no one in their lives to have meaningful conversation with or extended conversations with. They can be in a crowd and feel lonely. In the 1980s, the research says that 20% of people felt that way, and by 2018, it's 50%. Suicide rates today are at a 30-year high, up 30% since 1999. That's pretty amazing when you think about it. It's not just a U.S. thing, it's a global thing. The World Health Organization says that in the last 45 years, suicide rates have gone up 60% because people feel alone in this world. And it is only worse now when we're in this COVID situation and people are feeling even more lonely, even more depressed. And it continues to get worse in people's minds and people's lives. This new generation that we're calling Generation Z, they're the first ones that are raised on screens. But they're also the most likely to feel lonely and self-report that they're in worse health than other generations. The number of school-age kids and adolescents hospitalized for suicide attempts or thoughts has more than doubled since 2008. That's a lot. People are struggling with that sense of mental health and depression and being connected. And right now, we are even less connected, and screens we know aren't completely there. But I think there are things that we can do to help each other in the loneliness. People are saying, kids just need to get off screen time. We need to join a club or get involved in sports, or that could not just be kids, that could be us. We, are watching more movies, we're doing more Zoom, we're doing all those things, and we're telling people, how do you do it? Get involved. But I think that there's something we can do right now, even while we're inside, and that's this. God gave us the answer. I think he did that in James chapter 1, verse 19. It says this: "My dear friends and brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry." We so fast jump to, slow to speak and slow to become angry, but we need to be quick to listen. And that's not something we're really good at. Even if we're in a conversation, we're often thinking about what can we say, or how do we interject how we feel about it, or ways that we maybe even connect with the person. But listening is an art. Listening is letting people know that I'm not coming with an agenda. I'm here to hear you. And that includes not just hearing the story or event or the feeling, but asking questions that help get a little bit deeper. What's causing them to feel that way? I want to hear. I want to hold this struggle for you. I want to be here with you and have people have this sense that we're not just here to give an answer or to move them past, but to be there with them and to really listen, to be intent, not to respond, but to hear. We need to be quick to listen. And I think the more that we take the time, and we can even do that through Zoom, we can connect in deeper ways when we ask follow-up questions that lead a little bit deeper. And so my encouragement to you, maybe you're struggling with being discouraged or depression or some other thing, that disconnected feeling, and I'm saying connect with someone. talk with them. But as you talk with them, listen to them, and they can learn from you of how to listen. I'm learning. I'm not the greatest listener. I can sit and listen and give you my eye attention, but does that mean my brain's engaged? We need to have our brains engaged. And I just want to encourage us. It's something we can do. We keep saying, what can we do for people? How do we reach out when we can't do all the things that we used to do? I'm saying we can do this one thing and maybe make a real deep impact in their lives just by listening, by hearing. And that lets them know that they're the most important person right then in your life. And we all need to know that. So I want to drop that thought into your mind. Loneliness is there. But I think an answer to that loneliness is listening. So let's commit to be people who are willing to listen to each other.